Okay, so recently VTuber fans have noticed something pretty interesting going on with Dexerto. Now, if you guys don't know, Dexerto have always been a kind of, what you call it, company that VTuber fans haven't really liked. There's been a lot of misconstruing of information and things like that, which I think a lot of people have disliked pretty much. And, well, recently they came out with an article. I say recently, it's about 2 months ago they came out with an article called The Most Popular VTubers August 2026. Now, obviously, lots of people pointed out, hang on a minute, look at the thumbnail, say Dexerto are being brave with those two VTubers being in the thumbnail. Now, you can see, yeah, for the most popular VTubers, they put Iron Mouse in the middle, fair enough. It is a pretty old model, but okay. Gawr Gura, who obviously graduated, so, yeah, and Filian, who, well, she's gone, so there's only one active VTuber in this photo, which I think is pretty interesting, right? And a lot of people have been pointing that out because it's so weird. This whole article is so weird, and I didn't know about this until today. But yeah, you can see they've added two people who aren't even actively streaming anymore, or at the moment, in Filian's case. Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy how outdated not just this image is, but also this entire article, because they call it the most popular VTubers of August 2026. So why was it last updated in July 2026? Like, why are we making articles for the most popular, VTubers in August in July? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Like August hasn't even finished yet, and we're making articles on the most popular VTuber of this month when the month hasn't even finished. And well, in their case, whenever this was written, the month hadn't even started. The month before that had just started. Literally, like, they barely got it even through July, let alone August. So obviously, yeah, it's very, very weird. And obviously, they go on to say, like, the VTuber industry has grown significantly since it first appeared. Now, of course, we cover many good sources of information of how good VTubers are doing or how bad VTubers are doing, whatever, through streams charts, which obviously we covered a couple of videos ago on, the fact that VTubing viewership had gone down overall. We explained why that is and the potential reasons for that. But, like, you go to, like, here and, like, come on. Like, I feel like this is a bit lazy. Most popular VTubers on YouTube. Yeah, it's Gawr Gura because she has the most subscribers. Like, are we that lazy? Like, I feel like this is kind of lazy, right? I feel like this is kind of lazy. They literally just went through, looked up VTubers, looked up the most subs, and just put them into a chart, right? Like, I'm sorry, like, Gawr Gura isn't the most popular VTuber on YouTube really anymore. In terms of, like, people actually watching her and people actually engaging with her content, it's just, like, that's not true. Now, you could say she's the most subscribed to VTuber, maybe, which I don't even know if that's the case or not. I'm assuming it is. But, you can't just have someone as the most popular VTuber on YouTube when they're graduated. Sure, maybe you could put Saba there if she was active, but she's not at the moment. But again, I feel like this just isn't true. Right? The same with, like, Filian. I mean, Filian maybe I could argue for because she's gotten a lot of attention literally from just not uploading YouTube videos. So I could understand that one. But, like, Gawr Gura, I mean, she's a very, very popular VTuber in the sense of, she has had such a long, kind of career and good career, right? But, like, she's not around anymore, right? Like, I feel like you should probably just include the people who haven't graduated in this. But of course, apparently not, right? So yeah, of course, as well, they go over the most popular VTubers on Twitch too. Iron Mouse, Shinily, Shoto, Filian, Emikukis. I haven't heard of them before. Bebe, Nanas, Neurosama, which again, Bebe, also on hiatus. It's just like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing with this list? Like, come on. I feel like it's just kind of silly. So yeah, of course, yeah, they're saying the most popular VTuber is Gawr Gura as of May 2026. Like, seriously, like, okay, so first of all, this was made on July 2026. So they've got a VTuber chart for May 2026. Oh, sorry, I'm going out of focus. And said it was August 2026. Like, what? So we're using stats from May 2026 to describe an August 2026 article? Like, what's going on here? And obviously, yeah, they said she's the most popular. Gura's incredible growth as a content creator has been apparent ever since her debut in 2020. Within just 2 weeks of her debut, wait, do they talk about her hiatus? Wait, what? Within 2 weeks of her debut, oh my god, why do I keep getting out of focus? Gura hit 500,000 subscribers, making her the fastest growing VTuber of all time, only to be surpassed by Yakumentenbara Solo. Oh yeah, of course I remember. I'm saying the shark went on to become Hololive's most popular VTuber for just over a month after her debut, and the third ever VTuber to ever pass 1 million subscribers on October 2020. So yeah, obviously saying she has remained Hololive's most subscribed to VTuber overall since 2021, a title that looks likely to last for the distant future. The agency's most subscribed member is Hosho Marine, who trails Gura by a couple 100,000 subscribers. So, oh yeah, I guess, right? But like, they're acting like she's still here when she's not. Like, she doesn't stream anymore. That's so weird. And obviously they go on to say, that's everything you need to know about the most popular VTubers across Twitch and YouTube. I mean, bro, it's like using Internet Explorer, you know? Or like, what's it? Yeah, Internet Explorer. Is that the one that's called? Where it's like super slow and they get news like 2 years later? It's like, guys, Gura is the most popular VTuber of all time. It's like, thanks. I'm gonna use that information like 2 years ago. Like it's very, very interesting, right? Lots of people say, unfortunately, it's proven to get you clicks, and it's not just Dexerto doing it. There's a lot of examples of content creators inside the VTuber environment, forcing renowned VTuber and corporate names into unrelated or weak stories for better engagement. It's obviously wrong, but the audience is to blame. So someone didn't meet their page view quota this month. So lol, someone clearly didn't do their homework, which, yeah, I think there's a difference between like farming content on things and farming news, right? If they covered a news topic that happened with VTubing, I think that's totally fine as long as they get the information right. But like, of course, it's just like they've made like most popular VTubers in August, just pick the most subscribed VTubers, and it's not even in August, it's in May. And then they put an image of like some VTubers that aren't even around, right? Apart from our mouse, which I think is, yeah, interesting. Saying, yep. Sounds like the person to write about VTubers, saying, hey, author here, happened to see this by chance for scrolling. I haven't worked at Dexerto for about 18 months now, with this image being featured even older than that. Likewise, I haven't worked or updated on this article. So apparently, yeah, this is the person that has worked on the article. Wait, hold up, we got development. It's from Kurt Perry, and this is from Kurt JP35. Is that a Dallas Flame logo? Okay, anyways, they're saying, happened to see this by chance while scrolling. I haven't worked at Dexerto for about 18 months now, with this featured image being even older than that. Likewise, I haven't worked on or updated this article anyways, and so since. Anyways, I've been following VTubing for over 6 years. I just got into them with Hololive's JP's 4th gen, watching Coco. She was super fun, but the language barrier was tricky to overcome, so it was really later with Sundaria and Niji En that I got addicted. Like many others, I went on to watch a lot of Holo En, FaZe, and more indies that I can name off. In case you're curious, my Oshis are Miki, Doki Bird, Vito, that's a funny one, and Marionette, saying, I'm not just lazy, I'm not just some lazy tourist games journo who hitched a ride for some easy clicks. I've been involved in this community for a long time, and I'm really not sure why knowing a lot about FPS games means I can't like VTubers, which, I mean, you know, that's fair enough. But also, it is like kind of interesting that, you know, it seems like they didn't even write this article and that they're using their name, which I think is pretty interesting, right? Saying, wait, so they're posting articles under your name written 18 months ago. I hope you're at least still getting paid for them. So they're probably just using the same article from back then, and it updates monthly. So yeah, it seems like they're just updating it despite the writer being gone. But again, I still think that is very, very poor from Dexerto there, right? I feel like you got to get a new writer to make a completely new article to update this, because it's just so outdated, right? You know, there's nothing new about this. There's nothing crazy about this. It's just like, guys, Gura is the most subscribed to. Like, okay, like what now, right? But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is for this situation. I just wanted to cover it because I thought it was pretty crazy. I was so surprised to see, that lineup of VTubers to be included in this article for what they call August 2026, which just isn't the case. So yeah, seems to be a pretty messy time for them, right? But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Also, go to the React channel. We're going to be reacting to a lot of new stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out that one as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.